Hi everyone, it's Alicia here at Cosmic Gateway. This is the intuitive guidance readings for the month of August 2018 for this particular card. So if you've selected this card, please continue watching. If you stumbled across it on YouTube, please tune into your own intuition if this is a guidance reading for you. If it is, please continue watching. If the answer is no, there will be a link to the introduction video. You can go back there and select a different reading for August. All right, let's see what's going to come through. I never know what, oh, yep, we've got a couple. I feel like I'm going to wee, nice. How beautiful. I feel like August is going to be quite... I have not got through one of these videos yet without a card falling, so bear with me while I pick that one up. Oh, I'm so glad I did. Okay. I feel like that one needs to come first. Let's get one or two more. Because I feel like they are the outcome cards. So much relationship themes. Okay. Of course, I've dropped more cards. Give me 1 second. Alright, okay. Let's start off. Okay. Going like this. This is what we're doing. Okay, so for the start of the month, we have the vulnerability card. Beautiful. This card for me talks about being open and honest, and being emotionally vulnerable is a very, very challenging thing to do, especially when we have lived in a society that doesn't really support that. And obviously that's changing quite rapidly now, and it's through people going through transformation and realizing that emotional vulnerability is the way to go. It changes the whole, civilization, really. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. Vulnerability. Allowing yourself to be vulnerable, express how you feel, open up, be vulnerable, allow people to see your vulnerability, because it creates a massive healing for you and for the other people involved. And through that, people can have a deeper sense of compassion for you, because quite often when we put up those really strong barriers of not wanting to show our vulnerability because we don't want people to see our weakness because we feel that they will judge us, it's actually the opposite. It really is the opposite. And I personally believe that by people showing their weaknesses and their vulnerability gives me so much admiration for them and compassion for them, and it really makes me want to understand them at a deeper level. So if opportunities present for you to open up and be vulnerable, take it. Take that as an opportunity for your own growth and learning, because everyone involved will be able to benefit from that experience. And quite often, when we give ourselves permission to be vulnerable and be open and honest, we give other people permission to do that as well. So take that opportunity, and I feel like through that opportunity, we've got the Four of Wands, recharge your hopes. It's going to set a renewal of hopes, wishes and dreams, and vision, creating that vision. Perhaps something that you felt was lost, felt that something had wasn't worth pursuing. Quite often by having those hard conversations and those vulnerable situations restores that hope And it may turn out differently to what you thought in the beginning, but it creates a new pathway. So allow that new pathway to come through the opportunity of being open and vulnerable. We've got, I love this. I absolutely love this. Then we have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups talks about the equilibrium in a romantic relationship and finding that balance, that perfect kind of relationship balance. And you know, it's loving union and teamwork, and I think that represents, you know, a big part of the work of these kind of new templates of relationships that twin flames are creating, is that compromise and that teamwork of working in harmony and unison, not only in the physical sense but in the energy sense as well. And it's so important, and a big part of it is that we have to go through balancing the energy to be able to have that transform in the physical. And it's a different way of doing things in as it was in the old paradigm in 3D world. As we're moving out of that, everything is based on energy and frequency. And when we get the energy right, then things balance in a physical sense. So learning about that and doing that, and finding what works in your own balance. We also have the Empress card. So fertility might be some exciting news perhaps for you or someone in your family or connected to this union. And of course, very high frequency children coming through twin dynamics, and that's a big part of my work. So it could be the birth of a child, it could be a birth of or a conception of a child. Doesn't have to be. It can be a birth of something new, a new cycle in your life, a new project, a new business venture. So whatever it is specifically for you. But through this connection, through this romantic connection and finding that balance, brings about the birthing of something new and exciting that both of you work together towards. So that's it's going to be a big month. Big month. And then as outcome cards, or towards the end of the month, I've got the expansion card and new experiences and possibilities. So I feel like, just to recap, you know, going into that vulnerability, expressing how you feel, being open and honest with yourself, with others, you know, recharges the hopes and inspiration and aspiration for moving forward, gives the opportunity for a harmonized relationship, birthing something new. And then through this process, this expansion, amazing expansion of energy, expansion of personal growth, expansion of possibilities, expansion of consciousness, and you know, through that being able to really anchor in a 5D timeline, or anchor in the highest possible timeline, to have these new experiences and possibilities to then kind of magically show up in a way. You know, when we do the energy work, I'm just going to put that card, look at the unicorn, isn't that beautiful? We do the work, and that energy and the healing, you know, it does open us into a whole new existence where things aren't so hard anymore. Things aren't challenging. When we can find that energy harmony within ourselves, and if we're working in a twin dynamic, you know, that is part of the template to come into this incarnation, is to use that energy to create that, you know, higher consciousness for them as an individual couple, the people around them, and for the planet. It's massive. So if you're on that journey, it's going to be a big month for you. I hope that message resonates. Lots of relationship themes, so it seems quite exciting. If you are interested in any of the work I do a lot of work with twin flames in the energy alignment, and I also work just with people in their ascension and healing journey too. If you're interested in any of the services that I provide, I will put a link below to my website and my email address. You can contact me directly there. If not, sending you much love for this month, and I will check in with you next month. All right, see you. Bye.